Hey YouTube, sorry for this late reply. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about if I still like the machine, the FL Sun QQ, and some of you also had talked about a problem with it self-leveling, the leveling and how it would do, mess up on the one side. And if you look at my hot plate, you can see where how the extruder or the print head had actually scraped the table because it was developing that leveling issue that some of you were talking about. Yeah, it happened to me too. And one of you guys had mentioned that it happened after moving it, and kind of that's what happened to me. I had moved it, and then it started messing up on me. So I performed the self leveling, and everything leveled out okay, and so there was no software problem. So I realized that it had to be some sort of a mechanical a geometry problem, and but I got super busy with work this last year. I haven't been able to do a thing. So we have actually we've had snow here the last few days, so I actually had some time where I was forced to relax, and so I figured, well, I'm going to look at my machine and see what's going on. So I figured, well, it might be a screw that's loose or something, because it's not a software problem. And so I started tightening up, and sure enough, a lot of little screws had backed off a little bit. But when I was tightening one screw in particular, it was that screw right here. And if you notice, this screw is at the same axis as where it was scraping along the edge. And when I started to tighten it, I noticed it was wobbling, and I realized, well, that screw is bent, like way bent. So I took it out, and I straightened the screw up very gingerly to where it was perfectly straight again, and I put it in, and as you can see, now it's printing perfect again. So anyway, that's what the problem was. Somehow when I was moving it, I must have bumped it and bent that screw somehow. I don't know how I did it. I'm usually really careful with my stuff, but it happened. And I did notice that those screws, it bends pretty easy. They're kind of a softer screw. So, and I think that's by design. A lot of times, like for instance, some of you have snow blowers or other equipment with rotating parts that they'll put shear pins in, so that the shear pin will break instead of the other parts breaking. And I kind of wonder if FL Sun had designed that into the print head as well, so that if you did bump it or something happened, that screw would give and bend instead of breaking like the graphite rod or something even more serious. So I kind of wonder if it was by design. I don't think it's a quality issue. I think it was there by design. So anyway, I hope this video helps you guys, and happy printing. And by the way, I still love the machine. I've had it for I think 2 years or so. It does a good job. As you can see, the print is really, really good. I'm printing in PLA Plus with the plate temperature at 75 degrees Celsius, and the extruder temperature I think is 210 degrees. It just does really, really good. So anyway, hope you find some information that helps you, and take care. Bye bye.